I got Justin Starling with me here, and he is 2-digit, are legit. So we got a privateer that makes points, that is one of the baddest dudes out here, and we're going to ask him some fitness questions. So, Justin, do you know what your fastest mile is?
Running wise, we haven't sprinted any miles. We do all of our sprint stuff on bicycles because I have a bad talus in my right ankle. So when it comes to that, honestly, anything we do running is just base miles. So it's not fast. We're like 8 minutes.
So that's just easy recovery, zone 2
yeah,
stuff?
Just short stuff, because anything over like 3 miles, my ankle starts to swell up and lock. So we try to eliminate running and do more mountain bike. There is mountain in Florida to do that, shocking enough. And then all road bike stuff is really where the sprint stuff comes from.
And then right into road bikes then, do you know what your FTP is?
I'd have to go on my troll training and look. I don't know off the top of my head. You could ask Alex and he would know immediately, but I wouldn't know.
Guess 250, 300, 500?
I think 3 something. 3 something sounds right. I don't know. I'm a pretty strong cyclist, but yeah, I don't really look at any of that stuff ever. I kind of just like upload it straight to Troll and just like let him or John go through it. Cool. And they pretty much, I tell them how I feel, and then if I feel good, yeah, this is good, the numbers look good, or the numbers look bad. I have too much on my plate with a privateer to look at all that and pay attention.
So with cycling, is it more of a recovery thing, or are you trying to get fitter while cycling?
More fit, but once the season starts, it's more just recovery. On weeks, when we have like a weekend off, which I've missed 4 rounds this year, I'll do more exerting like more energy to try to build up that base a little bit higher. But once the season starts, it's really just a lot of base miles. Really just like not really trying to, because we race every weekend, right? So you don't want to kill yourself by the weekend. And I'm also doing the bike work and building, I'm trying to tear down right now. I do all of that as well. So I have to really pay attention to what's too much and what's not enough.
So if training off the bike, would you say you spend maybe 2-3 hours a week with all of this during season?
It's about 3 to 5. I do know that. I do know how much time I spend on the bike, and I'm about 3 to 5 a week.
Okay, and that's during race season?
That's during race season, yeah.
Okay.
Because we could be an hour to hour and a half just on a base ride, and then it could be an hour ride after a day of riding, and then the next morning, instead, like I said, I don't run too much, so we'll go out for longer. Because like a 30-minute run is like an hour and a half road bike ride, is the way I kind of put it. So I'll do a little bit more time on the bicycle than I would say maybe the average guy mid-season, and that's just strictly because I don't do the running portion as much.
And does your trainer have you staying in like zone 2, so you're 120 to maybe 140? I don't know what you're...
Yeah, we're really in like anything in the mornings, anywhere between 120 to 140. Anything afternoons could be 110 to 130, just depending on what the day was. So if we had a long moto day, the recovery ride is very low heart rate, to where it feels like you always push in there, it's going to feel too easy, and that's kind of how it is. And then, yeah, the other rides could be, intervals where you're spiking the heart rate quick, and then, you know how it all goes, right? Like you could do an hour and a half of, spike for 30 minutes, and then diet out for 30 minutes, and then go back to spiking. Not like a total of 30 minutes, but, in the 30-minute realm, you're doing it 7-8 times. It just kind of depends also like what the weather is. If it's really hot, we try to back it down a little bit to where we don't kill ourselves that week or that day. And being in Florida, it's usually pretty hot.
So most of your rides are probably outside, and I know there's this training philosophy of like 80% should be in zone 2 and 20% should be higher than that kind of sprint pace. And I know with riding a dirt bike, you're probably doing 180 to 200 on the motorcycle, so probably everything else is real.
I have a fairly low heart rate, which I kind of hate. Is like I don't, my heart rate gets up to like my max is like 179, which we've been trying to get it to go higher, but I'm 31, so it doesn't really like to go too high at times now. It used to be in 190s. Now I wear my watch every moto, and I'll do a heat race and it'll be 175 sometimes, and then LCQs maybe get up there a little bit, and then the main events it'll be the highest it will be.
Resting, what is it?
Resting in the mornings, I'm about 44. I do watch that with my ring every morning, so it just depends on how much like REM I got. Like last night, my heart rate after racing yesterday was 53, so it was high. But you don't really sleep that well after any bit of racing or riding, and then the next day you're going to be a little bit higher. Last night was 53. Tonight will probably be 53, 54 again. On an average Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm around 44 to 46.
Good way of checking to see if you've been recovered.
Yeah, that's one of my things is I'll look at all that on my ring, so it's telling me how much REM I got and deep sleep and so on. That way in the mornings I can relay that to Troll and be like, hey, this is how I feel and this is what I got. You know, if I got 8 hours that night, 7 hours that night, or with the baby I just had 4 hours that night, then we also work around what's on that schedule that day. So if I wake up, I could be like, yeah, I slept really good, but I'll wake up like, no, I'm not feeling doing a 2-hour ride. I could be like, oh, I'm tired. But he'll be like, well, show me what you slept like. And then I can show him that. And then he'll be like, yeah, okay, like you didn't sleep that good. Let's back it down that day. Or, don't even do the road bike ride. Or, hey, you slept really good. Even if you feel like you're tired, your body can handle it. So go do the ride or whatever it could be. So.
How much sleep are you trying to get? Is it 8, 9? I know some athletes, even some high-end athletes, try to go for like 10 to 13.
I'm a 7.5. Like that seems to be like I wake up feeling good. My REM sleep's usually around 2 to 2.5, which I would like that to get a little bit higher. But
deep? Do you know what your deep is?
Deep? No, sorry. Deep is my 2.5. My REM can be. I think mine last night was 1 hour and 25, which all those I would like to go higher. I would like to. It's just there's a lot on my plate right now with the bike, getting everything done, a lot of exerting throughout the day, like even outside of just the riding. Like I haven't even got out of my gear yet, and I think we're racing like an hour, and it's doing.
I'm bugging him.
No, you're fine. But it's just like it's a long day, and then after like the bike work and so on and so forth, your body's pretty tired. So it's hard to get that deep sleep sometimes. Sometimes when you go to sleep and you feel like you're dead tired, you don't really get the best sleep. Like your body's kind of like trying to get back to itself. Rest is obviously very important, and sometimes I struggle with it.
And the reason why we're asking deep is because that's the only time you have testosterone and human growth hormone actually released naturally. So that's why you're supposed to shoot for about 2. So him getting 2.5 is exceptionally good. Do you know what your max bench, squat, deadlift is, or do you not do any of that?
We don't really do much of that. I don't even remember. I haven't benched in a while because I've been so busy. I think my bench was like 225 or something like that. That's a good question. I don't remember.
Did I ask you how much you weigh?
175.
Okay.
Yeah, 175.
I know I'm 6'3", so you've got to be what, 6'9"?
I wish. No. Yeah, I think I'm 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah.
Then how am I 6'3"?
Yeah, no, I think I'm 6'1". I mean, I'm in boots right now, so I'm a little bit taller like that, but yeah, I'm somewhere around there. I do a lot more cardio than I do in the gym. I should do more gym, but sometimes it's pretty tough with the program and everything like that. I do skip days when I shouldn't. And then now with the baby, it's kind of hard as well. You know how it goes. Yeah. So we'll get better with it.
Really stressful too, especially the night before racing. Yeah. All of that. Is your baby here?
No, we're only a week old, so she's back home with the wife. I was just looking at flights to try to get out of here tomorrow to go home because I was supposed to go straight to Utah, and I'm like, I don't really want to stay away for a week. So no, she's still only a week old, so yeah, she's just at home.
Well, that's one of the best things that can ever happen to you is that little person. So Justin,
100%.
Good luck and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming by.